abide by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Hi guys, I'm Blastoff here, welcome back to episode 4, The Truth, part 1. And yeah, there's been some crazy shit going on since I haven't spoken to you. And yeah, I love this bit. In this room you can see a Night Springs poster and a Night Springs Xbox game. I mean, hopefully we can get a chance to play that one day, probably not, but it would be freaking cool, and I love the little attention to detail this game has. Even with the collector's edition set, if you bought that, you get basically all the games comes in like a book sort of thing. It comes with an Alan Wake book. It's so cool, the way they try and make it reality. I'm proper into it. Just like sort of like what Heavy Rain did. Doesn't feel like a game anymore. Well, it does, but the way they're trying to make it kind of reality is cool. So yeah, there's really not much around here, so I don't know why I'm even commentating on this part, but I thought, well, why not? Maybe some of you guys actually do just like the sound of my voice. Probably not, though. To be fair, he doesn't really talk that much, Hartman. He talks a lot of shit, so you don't really need to listen. I was really getting freaked out by Alan Wake's eyes in this section, because they're kind of black. So I don't know if he was like possessed by the dark presence, or if it was just the graphics playing with me. Not literally playing with me, because that would be dirty. I've been felt up by some graphics. Yeah, so what's in here? What's in here? So yeah, you can just sort of look around while Hartman waffles on about all these shit.
She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness.
He basically explains that Alice is dead.
We go this way, Alan.
And
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along.
Basically tries to trick Alan. Well, I think he does anyway.
But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not.
I don't trust this guy over as far as I can throw him.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident,
Yeah, it's all in your head. You've been making it up.
Someone has been killed. Your delusions
Crazy.
are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the
So once you actually do get down to this section,
Think about it.
you want to run straight, and you have to go over here anyway, but I just sort of was having a look around. And this is another piece of history. Beyond the Shadow.
Everything can be explained
It's cool.
logically.
And then there's two, I think there's two coffee thermoses inside. But you have to wait to have a conversation with Hartman before you can actually go in and get them. I thought I'd just do some quick exercise and run up these stairs for a laugh. That was really funny, wasn't it? So all these doors are locked. Screw you, Hartman.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Interesting.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
That is funny, isn't it, Hartman?
Good news.
Real
Right now, we're
funny.
in control. Every time
Paedophile
we
cardigan
relapse, it
and
gets more and more difficult to
paedophile
resurface
trousers.
from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares,
Skeet,
this
skeet.
should come as an immense
Come on.
relief to you.
Skeet,
If
skeet.
it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you
I think
don't
you're
want to
lying.
admit that you're not
Dirty
well?
old man.
It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all, I'm
Hartman
the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into
I was trying to trip him over, but it didn't
myself
work.
to
You
stay
need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your
Notice how he locks like every single door. He's such a
Come along.
freak.
Let's go inside.
It's supposed to be a hospital and he just locks everywhere.
Here's the entrance.
So yeah, if you avoid all the crazy people,
Scary.
you can come out here and look at a painting that this guy has drawn of Alan Wake, or drew.
Okay.
Drawn,
I
definitely
was
drawn.
just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago.
Please, Emerson. Mr.
But round the back here, there is a coffee thermos. And there's also one upstairs.
Emerson.
I think I can just get that before the part runs out. So yeah, it's pretty, well, the first part of every episode is kind of lame. But it's not lame because it's awesome, but I just mean for commentating wise. So yeah, this is just on that ledge over there. And there's also a piece of history downstairs, but I'm pretty sure I'll pick it up in the next part. So I shall see you in part 2. Very, very, very soon. Eagle! Night owl! Ah!
Come, Alan. This way.